Hello everyone, what's up? Prince12 here with another video review. Today I'm taking a look at LEGO, the LEGO Movie 2, set number 70827, Ultrakatty and Warrior Lucy from, well, kind of our set of the LEGO Movie 2. So before we take a look at the set, let's take a look at this kind of busted up box. It's a little busted up a little bit. It's an old box at this point. So, here we have, it says the LEGO Movie 2. Here are our stars up at the top. I got this for 40% off at Barnes & Noble. Get into that later. You can swap out the Ultrakatty faces. Here's Ultrakatty. There's a brick-built Duplo, which is weird to say, but you know what I mean. Emmett running away. It's for ages 8 and up. Of course, that's just a suggestion. They have to put that on there. 70827, Ultrakatty and Warrior Lucy. 348 pieces. It's a building toy in several different languages. On the back, you can see what I mean by the box is a little messed up. So, yeah, here's the box and all the things it does. You can combine this set with 70829 and recreate one of the best moments from the movie. It's perfectly fine without raisins. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the box. So, yeah, this is a set that is actually, over a year old at this point because it's from the LEGO Movie 2, which came out in February of 2019. When I'm recording this, it is now March of 2020. So, yeah, it's an old set at this point, but when it came out, I kind of looked at the selection of LEGO Movie stuff. I'm like, wow, there's a lot of cool sets in here, and I don't have an interest in really any of them whatsoever, except for that Ultrakatty set. That looks like a really cool, unique build that I would like to get my hands on one of these days when it's discounted, because, it's probably worth the full price, but I just don't really care that much about it. It's like, that looks like a fun build. If I find it on discount, I'll pick it up. And, oh, hey, look, I found it on discount. So, what did I do? I picked it up. So, yeah, this is going to be my, I guess at this point, it's going to be my one and only set from the LEGO Movie 2 because, well, I mean, you can still find them, but, I mean, it's been a year. So, they're going to start going away here pretty quick if they haven't already. So, let's get a look at our minifigure. So, here is Emmett. Just your typical old Emmett. He's got a few more scrapes and stuff on his vest than the last time we saw him in the first LEGO Movie. Your typical smiley face from Emmett. And then you've also got a screamy face from Emmett as well. So, your typical Emmett minifigure, I mean, at this point, it's a normal variant of Emmett. You've seen one, you've seen them all. He's supposed to be the bland, generic, basic construction worker guy. So his design reflects that. And here we have a little more personalized. We have Warrior Lucy. I really, really like this minifigure. This is super cool. It's, basically her design from the first movie, but with some additions on top. And for some reason, there's just a tiniest bit. I can't get that to completely click in, but oh well. You probably can't even tell on camera. There's just a little tiniest bit of a gap in between the legs and the torso. It doesn't want to go in completely. I don't know, but it's not that big a deal if you can't even pick it up on camera. So yeah, she has some new printing on her legs. So she's got a little bit of dirt there on the toe. She's got some knee pads and belts and stuff. She has a crossbow. She has arm printing. She has arm printing on both arms this time. She only had arm printing on one last time around. She now has a stop sign that says never stop. So yeah, that's her little shield. I like that. I think that's funny. And then she has goggles molded into her hairpiece, which I think are pretty cool. They're static. They remain in place. You can't actually pull them down over her eyes, but that's fine. And then she's got this little scarf piece that goes over the quiver. So, and then she's got some back printing there, as you can see. It's interesting that this time around, they always do with the female minifigures, they always give them that kind of curve to make the shape look a little more feminine, I guess is the right way to say that. And so this time they put the background, instead of being a different shade of black, it's now like a light tan. I guess it's supposed to reflect the background of Apocalypseburg or something. I don't know. So Lucy as well has two faces. She's got this kind of smiley one, and then she's got her Warrior Lucy face, which, makes sense. So that's pretty much it for the minifigures. Now let's go ahead and get into the kind of attractions of the set. So here we have a little Duplo. Look at the little Duplo Warrior. It's so cute. It's really cute. You can open his mouth. Hey, hey, hey. You sound like a toddler because, you know, that's what these things represent. You know, it could go around and eat things. So here's, you know, forced perspective. Eating Lucy. So it has a little. This is something I like. It's a fun little play feature. It has this little thing back here, and then the eye can turn. Ooh, it looks a little funny. And of course, it looks like it's got big teeth. So I like this thing. It's a fun little conflict in a box. It's kind of out the ordinary. I mean, Lego Movie 2 didn't do that well in theaters, which is unfortunate, but I mean, I don't think it was a bad movie by any stretch of the imagination. You can watch my review from last February. I had really high praise for that movie. It was very creative with the things it did, and I thought it was still really great. So I mean, and that's reflected here in the sets. I think some of the creative decisions they made were very smart. So yeah, so now let's go ahead and move on to Ultrakatty herself. So this is Unikitty whenever she gets mad. Of course, I have her with, you know, this kind of happy face because I think the way, you know, with the big cat and positioned like I did, it just looked kind of adorable. So I keep that. But she does come with interchangeable faces. So, you know, you can have her be all roar angry, or you can have her being stern and ready for battle. My one complaint is that you do basically have to completely deconstruct the head in order to do this, which is a little annoying. I kind of wish that instead of it being a 1x6 here, it was a 2x6, and then, you know, you could just, you know, just kind of remove that and then just clip in the new one. But, well, actually, I suppose I see. Looking at thinking about the construction now, I guess I'm just now realizing why, yeah, this couldn't be a 2x6 and it had to be a 1x6 because of the way that they got the head to click on. But the fact that, I mean, it's Lego, so it's not a big deal that, you know, you have to deconstruct the head in order to swap out the faces. So I just went with my preferred face here for how I'm going to display Ultrakatty here. So she does have some nice articulation here in the legs. You know, you can get her in some different poses here and some different heights by messing with the legs. So it's very flexible that way. So yeah, here we have her standing up on her whole legs a little more. You can move the tail around. The tail is also on these different mixel joints, so you can move that around, position it how you want. She's got all sorts of different spikes that you can get positioned how you want. You know, these are on mixel joints even, so you can have them down, you can have them up, you can then position them back. You know, there's a whole lot of options with how you can position that stuff, and that's nice. And then of course there's a little seat here with the reins, so we'll just take Warrior Lucy and remove her crossbow and her never stop sign, and then we'll just set her down here and give her the reins to Ultrakatty. The legs situated here, so she's actually standing up. There we go. And so, yeah, there we go. And then for a quick comparison, here we have Angry Kitty from the Lego Movie, the first one. So, as you can see here, it's pretty much the exact same design for the angry faces. They just added in the little bit of armor there. So yeah, this is what Unikitty looks like when she gets angry, and then this is what Unikitty looks like when she gets furious, except, you know, she has actually a kind of a sweet expression on her face right now. So, yeah, that's pretty much just it for this set. Like I said, I could tell from the movie and then looking at the set that this build was probably really cool, and I was right. So I'm glad that I did eventually pick this set up and I didn't skip out on it, and you know, honestly, this set is definitely worth the full price. Because I think it was actually even only $30. It wasn't even that much. Hold on, let me see if they had the original price on the bottom of the box, because that's one thing Barnes & Noble does. It might not be here, actually. Sometimes. That may be why they have the 30% off sticker. They may have removed it when I put on the 30% off sticker. Well, dang it. I can't find there's not a price sticker on this box. The one time I actually deliberately want to go looking for the price, they don't put the price on the box. That's annoying. So, oops. Oh well, but yeah, it's not underneath there either. But yeah, I think this was only like $30 or something, or with the price per part ratio, it looks like it'd need to be closer to 40. But I think at most places it was always just at 30. So I mean, for $30, this is a really great deal for a set, and then especially since I ended up getting it discounted. So yeah, I mean the build for Ultrakatty here is really fun. It's great that you get some alternate expressions to put on her face, to swap out her face so she can be angry, or she can just be stern, or you could have her kind of in the position I had her in to begin with, which is kind of the happy, playful kitty, which I think is just adorable, and that's how I'm going to have her displayed on my shelf. So yeah, Emmett and Lucy are some really cool minifigures. Emmett's just kind of his regular self, which is fine. But then Warrior Lucy is a nice change from the first movie. And then even Emmett's facial expressions are a little different than last time. They're similar enough that you can definitely use it with the other faces from the first Lego movie, but they are different enough to where they're unique to this line and not from the first movie, as far as I'm aware anyway. I don't think they're one-to-one reused from last time. So yeah. So that's pretty much it for the set. At this point, it may be starting to get hard to find it, since, like I said, the set is a year old. But if you've kind of been eyeing this set, this might be a really good time to buy it, because it's a year old. It's going to start disappearing, but you might be able to find it on clearance. And even if you find this set for $30 or less, that's a great value. This is a great set for that value. So yeah, I certainly recommend it, and that'll be it for this review. So thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Remember to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.